Welcome to Chair Yoga, and today we're going to work on what we call the posterior chain of the body, which is starts at the bottom of the foot, comes all the way up through the calf, hamstring, glutes, low back, mid back, back of the neck, right up into the skull. And this posterior chain gets very, very tight, and can be quite painful, but it also gets very weak over time if we don't work on our back strength. So we'll work on some strength today. So I'm going to recommend you have a strap handy. And it's not often we associate yoga with strengthening. We tend to think of yoga as flexibility or range of motion, balance, breathing. But in our work with yoga, we can also do those shapes and poses that add strength to our muscular system. So as you sit on the chair, you're feeling the glutes, the buttocks, the back of the upper thighs and hips. Very strong working area of the body. As you breathe out, gently pull the navel in and feel how you concave the low back. You round the low back, you tilt the pelvis backwards, we say. If the pelvis was full of water, it would tip out behind you. And as you inhale, you'll notice that the back arches, the pelvis tilts forward. If the pelvis was tilted in this direction and full of water, it would tip forward, tip out. So just bringing hands to the belly, as you exhale, push the navel in and feel that gentle rounding. Let the head come forward, the head drop, the spine rounds. And as you breathe in, feel the belly expand, feel yourself sit up tall, shoulders come back, belly expands, back arches, pelvis tilts forward. And continue these slow breaths with the hand on the belly, exaggerating the movement like you're doing cat and cow as you sit here. And you start to realize fairly quickly that as you breathe and use these deep muscular parts of the body to help you breathe, the abdominals, the low back, the diaphragm, the whole spine starts to move. So we're going to exaggerate that even a little bit more. So the next time you breathe in and you sit up, reach back and simply grab the back of the chair and squeeze your shoulder blades. So we start to strengthen the upper back between the shoulder blades, contracting those muscles and feeling the stretch across the front of the chest. For 2 or 3 breaths here, feel that contraction. So you can feel as we strengthen the upper back, our posture starts to align, head over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Release that grip, slide the hands to the knees, round and drop the head, pull against the knees, and as you pull against the knees, pull the navel in and feel the low back traction out, the shoulder blades traction. So we're stretching now, strengthening the front of the body. So if we're going to strengthen the back body, we also need to strengthen the front body to create balance. Now relax that grip, slowly come back, slide back, and reach the hands back once again, squeezing the shoulder blades, and this time lifting the head a little bit, like we're doing cobra. Keep squeezing those shoulder blades. Feel the strength that you've got between the shoulder blades. And then relax, slide the hands down to the knees. Pull against the knees, drop the shoulders, drop the head, rounding the back, feeling that stretch right through the posterior chain, back of the neck, back of the shoulders, back of the low back. I'm going to do 2 more of those in your own time. A couple of breaths, 2 or 3 breaths in each shape, each end point. So it's like we're doing slow motion cat and cow to help strengthen. Holding that isometric end point of the shape. Cobra. And then rounding into angry cat. And then slowly release. Extend the legs out. So we're starting to get into the back of the legs here. As you lean forward, feeling that forward fold, feel the sensations through the calf muscle into the hamstring, into the low back, and then press against the thighs and come up. Sliding down. And then walking the hands up the legs, come on up. So we're just using the hands to lift us. Exhale down, just maybe moving closer to the toes over time. And then come on up. Let's do 3 more in your own time. One more. And then walking the hands up, bending the knees, coming back to your neutral seat, grab a strap. Now if the strap's long enough, I'm going to recommend that you wrap it around the hands and bringing the hands out about a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. So the strap is a great resistance device as well. Some people may have an elastic stretching band. This is a rigid one, so I can't stretch it. But either case, you can use it like that. Now, as you engage at shoulder height, so the strap is at shoulder height, try to tear the strap apart. If you have a stretchy band, hold it close together so that you can only stretch it out so far. But you can feel that isometric lock engaging between the shoulder blades. Feeling the strength there. So you're trying to rip that apart with straight arms. 3, 2, and release. Now in a similar fashion, take the strap into the right hand and dangle it behind your back. And reach the left hand around and find the bottom of the strap. So you're connecting the hands via the strap. Now usually we hold this as a static pose. And I'll turn my back to give you a sense of what I'm doing here. So I'm holding this, but instead of holding it statically, I want you to slide it up, lifting up until you have a straight arm above the head and the bottom arm, and then letting it come back down. Regripping, sliding up. So you have this resistance through the back of the arm, the upper arm, working the back of the shoulder here on that right side. And you're doing these, we call these tricep extensions, but really we work right into the back here as we lift and lower that. And I'm gripping quite strongly with my left hand, so it creates resistance for that upper arm. If you have a stretching band, of course, you don't need to squeeze on it because the stretch will add the resistance there. 2 more. And that should be quite a workout for the back of the tricep and also down into the low back. Slowly releasing, unbinding, unwinding, and just noticing the impact when we start to add strength work into our yoga today. Before we go to the other side, let's release the build-up of tension here with torso circles. And the torso circle really releases the low back, the back of the neck, the back of the shoulders. Let the joints be very, very soft. So it feels like the head is swiveling, the shoulders are swiveling, the elbows are swiveling. They're very, very oiled up. And at some point, reverse the direction of the circle. And then we'll take the strap into the left hand and dangle it behind the back. And the right hand will reach around into that half bind. So we're used to this, and we call this shape in yoga cow face pose. But in this case, we're going to, once again, add strength work by extending that left arm up and bringing it back down. So we're adding strength work to cow face pose that travels through the back of the arms, the upper back, and the rear obliques. Four more. And it's a good policy as you do the straightening of the arm to breathe out. Breathe in as the arm comes back down. Breathe out as you lift up. After you've done your 4, you can release and notice. Notice the impact. You can put the strap down for a bit. And then once again, torso circles, keeping the back loose, the neck loose. Both directions. And then release. Tapping out the feet, straightening the legs. And once again, we'll get into the back of the legs. Forward folds are a great way to do this. This time holding the forward fold for 5 breaths. And then slowly coming up. And we'll grab our strap. and bring the strap over the right foot. And as we explained earlier, the posterior chain really starts at the bottom of the foot, so we'll do some foot flossing. So you lean your body back and you pull on the strap and you pull on one side, then the other, flossing the bottom of the foot, the arch of the foot. And then we're going to grab hold of that strap and lift the leg up. So we're kind of used to this posterior change, but we're going to do something different today. Using the strength of the arms, I want you to pull the foot back towards you, bending the knee, and hold that back. So once again, we're coming into a back row, strengthening the back, and then slowly push it out, and then row back in. So as you row back in, really hold the elbows in nice and close to the ribs. That's going to maximize your back strength. And then come back. This is also going to add strength to the biceps. So the biceps and the back are connected when we do our strength training. So these are called pulls in strength training. Pulling back. And as we extend, we get that nice calf muscle stretch, hamstring stretch. Pull. Hug the elbows in nice and close. So once again, you're squeezing the shoulder blades towards each other. Two more. And you'll notice that I breathe out as I do the pull in. Now transfer both ends of the strap into that right hand only. Left hand is going to grab the chair for stability, and we'll open it up out to that right side so we get that internal stretch through the leg there, toes curled back. You can, if you feel balanced, you can lift that left hand above the head. Good. And slowly come back and release gently. Before we go to the other leg, let's release with the forward fold and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then slowly walk the hands back up. We can floss the other foot, take the strap around that left foot, and if you lean back, you get plenty of tension against the foot. You can really floss that strap left and right, working on the fascia. And the amazing thing is when you work on the fascia at the bottom of the foot, it increases the range of motion in our forward folds. Pretty interesting. All right. And then bringing up, still maintaining that stretch in the back of the leg. We're going to work on our strength. I'll do this sideways so you can see what it looks like. I'm pulling the leg back. Once it's back, I hold it in an isometric lock. Elbows squeeze in towards the ribs. Shoulder blades squeeze, so we're strengthening the back of the body. And then as I push it back out, I do it with resistance. So I'm not letting my arms go loosey-goosey. They create that tension. Pull back in, hug. 4 more in your own time. Exhale as you pull in. Oh yeah, you can feel this in the back, feels good. It's great to strengthen the back, really works on that posture. And rows like this are a wonderful way to do it. And then transfer both ends of the strap into the left hand. You can hold the chair for stability as you open up that leg to that left side. Option to lift the right hand. That's going to add a little bit more demand onto the core. For 3, 2, and bringing back slowly with control. Grab the chair for stability, release the strap. And you should be feeling quite some blood flow in the back right now. There should be some sensation. So we work those back muscles. Let's do some torso twirls just to simply loosen up again. And the other way. And then coming up. Let's grab the strap again. So we'll work on the strength training here a little bit more. And you want the strap about shoulder width apart. You can probably see I've wrapped the strap around my knuckles. And the reason I do that is I can pull apart the strap and that activates the back muscles. And then this time I'm bringing it above my head. And then I'm slowly bending down. The strap comes to the top of the head. My shoulders are out to the elbows 90 degrees. I might even open that a little bit more to get a nice 90-degree angle goalpost. And the trick here is to keep the isometric pressure. So I'm not letting this strap sag. I'm keeping it at tension, and now I push back up. And down with isometric tension. It's like you're doing a pull-up using isometric tension to create the strength through the back. 2, well, that might be 3, 4, keep pulling it apart so you feel the back muscles working. 5, and the next time you bring it down, hold goddess, keep the shoulder blades squeezing, trying to pull the strap apart. For 3, 2, and then slowly release. So you can see you can get a lot of back work strengthening just using a strap. It's a great piece of equipment. All right, let's come into the legs a little bit more and the hips. We'll start with openings left and right. So you're just stepping, opening up the hip 90 degrees in one direction and then the other. Yes, can we make this a strength training exercise? We sure can. As you open, push your hand against the direction of the closing or opening. And that's going to engage the core. It's also going to make the legs work harder. So we want to strengthen the legs as well here. Even though we're using a chair in chair yoga, we can still work with leg strengthening. Now the next time the hips open to the right, pause and keep them open. Keep that And grabbing the chair for stability, we'll heel toe the left leg back. And you sit up nice and straight. Bring the hands out into warrior two, arms. And this time you're going to hug yourself. So you hug yourself by bringing the left hand to the right shoulder and bring the left elbow on top. So the back elbow is on top and you're hugging yourself in warrior two. Keep your elbows locked and attempt to bring the hands together, palm to palm. Now, if the palms don't quite reach, join the hands via a strap. So there's a connection. Now squeeze here, squeeze the palms. Feel the upper back stretch. Relax the shoulders as you do this. And then gently drop the left ear towards the left shoulder so you feel traction in the neck. Bring the head back to neutral. And then drop the right ear towards the right shoulder, feeling traction in the left side of the neck. Come back to neutral with the head. Once more, letting the head fall back to the back shoulder. Once more neutral, and then the front shoulder. Neutral. And then you might need a strap for this next part. So I'm still in warrior two. Bring the hands out into warrior two. And then bring the strap into the left hand, the back hand. Dangle behind the back. And then bring your right hand back to grab the strap. Coming into cow face pose, warrior two. You can add isometric pull and pull. So pull the strap between the hands, strengthening the back muscles while you hold this. Keep the back of the head against the wrist. For 3, 2, and relax. Slowly relax the hips. So the posterior chain's been ignited now with strength work. Let's release all that tension with torso twirls. Keep the neck relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Change direction. So continuing with the theme of strengthening, we'll work on the hips again using resistance. So you come up, open that left hip and then the right hip, pushing against the direction of the leg. And that's going to engage the core as well as the upper body. That's nice. And the next time we open to the left, this time the other side, we'll pause. I'm going to recommend you keep your strap handy. I'm going to keep it at my shoulder. Heel toe the right leg out. Warrior two. And this time when we hug, we'll bring the left elbow on top. Once again, join the hands, palm to palm. or with a strap. So we come into Eagle Warrior 2, and this time head nod. So you can see I drop my head, my right ear back towards the back shoulder, and then the front shoulder. Releasing the tension in the neck and the top of the shoulder where the neck joins. And bringing back to neutral, release. Warrior 2 arms. Take the strap into the back hand this time, the right hand, and dangle behind the head. And then the left hand is going to come into the half bind. So the hands are either connected to each other or to the strap. If they're connected to the strap, the beauty of this is you can pull the strap apart behind you, and this adds a lot of work to the back to strengthen. It also helps your posture. You're pulling that strap, your head comes back, open at the front. So cow face pose, Warrior 2. For 3, 2, relax the grip, relax the grip. Take your time. Relax the hips. Come back slowly. And simply notice how much is going on at the back of the body. Let's loosen it up now with some torso twirls. Both directions. And we're going to use our chair in a different way. So I think most of you know where I'm going with this is to bring the chair to the top of the mat and reverse its direction. So you're behind the chair, you're facing the seat of the chair, chair's at the top of the mat. And I always turn my chair sideways just so you can see what I'm doing, but you'll stay where you are. Bring the hands to the chair, walk your legs back into an L stretch. Now look at your feet for a moment. They want to be nice and wide, shoulder width or wider. Slightly pigeon-toed, slightly. And then push the hips back so you feel the back of the legs and the low back and the neck. The whole spine should enjoy this stretch. Now relax the stretch, bring the head up a little bit and step your left foot forward, keeping both legs straight, both feet planted. So it's not a giant step forward, but it's if you keep pushing the hips back, you feel the front leg, the left leg, the hamstring get a nice stretch here. Keep the left hand on the chair, but dangle the right hand down. So it's just dangling like a big boneless trunk. And from here, we're going to create a circle. Just letting the hand and the arm, the right arm, the dangling arm circle. That's it. Just like a big, I don't know, merry-go-round. Neck and head relaxed. Circle the other way. Pause the circling and bring that right hand onto your hip. And as you do, turn your chest towards the side of the mat, bringing the shoulder up. That's it. And you're trying to look up towards the ceiling. So it's a big twist, but that front leg, that front hamstring should be getting plenty of stretch. You can lift that right hand to the sky if you like. And if you like to take this to another step, do big shoulder circles here. So you reach forward, down to the mat, behind you and up. Big circles. And the other way. Looks like my picture is frozen, but I'm turning big circles here. I'm sorry about that. Bring that hand back. Step back to your L stretch. And then this time stepping forward with the right leg, the opposite leg. So as you push your hips back, you'll feel the right hamstring stretch out. I'm still frozen on the screen, so I'll direct you with my voice. Drop the left hand, dangle the left arm, and then allow it to just hang loosely as you circle it, releasing the shoulder blade on that left side. Big, nice, dangling release. Dangle and turn the other direction. Now keeping that right hand on the chair, keeping the legs oriented in the same direction, bring the left hand to the left hip. Bring the left shoulder back, look up towards the ceiling if you like. Keep that nice stretch in the front leg, and you can lift the left hand to the sky. So just like I look on the screen, except reversed. Option here is to create big slow circles with that left arm. So you reach up, down towards the mat, back behind you, and up. That's it. And you can let that shoulder drop right down so you get big range of motion. And then at some point you can reverse directions. And then finish your circles as you step back into your L stretch. Gently walk back towards the chair and bring your chair back to your normal position for chair yoga. Taking a seat. And I'm going to recommend you have a bolster and blankets, a bolster or cushion for the back of the chair. So bring that behind you. Cushion up the back of the chair. And then if you have a couple of blocks, put them under your feet. Time to consciously soften and relax and let go of all the effort we've done today. We've been working on the back of the body, the posterior chain, sometimes called. We've been working on strengthening the back, releasing the neck, shoulders, low back, back of the legs. And now is simply a time to rest, to relax. Coming into this variation of Shavasana in the chair, let the back soften into the back of the chair, the cushion. Let the feet relax on your blocks. And then very importantly, if you can soften the face. One of the nicest ways to soften the face is to simply relax the jaw into a tiny Mona Lisa smile. And then letting the tongue settle into Shavasana. Five more breaths in Shavasana. And as you transition from Shavasana with gentle movements of the hands and feet, neck and head, maybe a little stretch. Oh. And just notice how your practice has helped with the back of the body today. And I thank you for attending. Namaste.